Welcome back to another episode of To no Yugure, or Dusk Beyond the End of the World, I think the English title is. Anyways, in the previous episode, we got to see some information. So we found out like how long it's been since our boy got cryo-freezed, and we are making some effort to get to Mount Osore, but obviously we got found out by Owl, right? By Owl. We got found out, and it was the person, I forgot their name, but the guide who was guiding us through the city, who was guiding us to the mountain, who ratted us out, right? And yeah, let's see where this is gonna go. What's gonna happen with the entire thing. Our guys are trying to escape, but also the main character, I'm sorry, I'm forgetting all the names right now from the top of my head, but the main character is like, no, we have to go back. So let's see what's going to happen. So if you wanna watch this, Uncut and Blur as always on Patreon in the description, and let's go into To no Yugure episode 3. That was easy. That was very easy. Dancing with you under the rainy summer sky. They weren't really hiding, were they? They're just crouching. It's gonna be Toa. Or Yugure. Everyone's just standing and watching. Okay. A commoner touched me. I like this guy. He's great. A commoner touched me. Yugure? Yeah. Of course. I swear these guards here are useless. They're just watching while everything happens. They had guns all this time? I had the sound effects though. Of course, into the toilet. Oh, directly into the toilet. Into the pipes.
理的なんです。アンドロイドですから。なんだよそれ。なら初めから。いや、ありがとう。夕暮れ。
Okay. That was surprisingly easy. It looked like a pretty heavily guarded prison, or a heavily constructed prison. Mm.
あなたたち人類の体内のあるものを使わせてもらっているだけですから。そうなんだ。あのさ。
So she's just basically rapid. She's making it so that she heals rapidly.
他に方法があるんじゃ。今のままでいたくないの。わかりました。行きますよ。終了です。確認しますか。
Oh shit, it's a tattoo replacement. Re-inking it.
私、旅に出たい。パパとママの絵本を探して、いっぱい絵を描く旅。二人と一緒に。決めた。私、アキラと夕暮れさんと三人でエルシーする。はあ？なぜそんな話に？だってもっと二人と一緒にいたいの。二人もそうだから助けてくれたんだよね。まず服を着ろ。
That's barely any view. Yeah, that's barely any out. Barely any clothes.
エルシーはともかく、もうどこにだって行けるわけだし、絵本見つかるといいな。夕暮れさんもいいかな。夕暮れでいいですよ。共に旅をするのでしょ、アモル。二人ともありがとう。よろしくな。アキラ、嬉しそうですね。浮気ですか？あ、何言ってんだよ。
Okay. So that's kind of like, I guess these past 2 or 1.5 episodes were used to set her up. Or set her character up a bit. Now the squad is ready. Okay, so we made it to Aomori. Okay. It's a matchmaking party, I guess so. Suspension bridge effect, yeah. No, ma'am, I think we know that your love is genuine. No, I don't think that's the problem. I think the problem is that Akira doesn't feel anything towards you guys. I guess they have not heard about consent. Maybe this is gone from this era. Ah, it's Media's master from Fate. Fides, Lontano family's eldest daughter. Are those eyes android eyes? She's an android, isn't she? Oh my god! Swiss cheese! Damn, okay. Maybe she's not an android then, okay. She just has cool eyes. Okay. I see. So this is where this leads. I was like, what is the storyline? Okay. um
昼過ぎですよ。私たち、本当にフィカに行っちゃうよ。いいの？せっかくだし、楽しんでくれば。行ってきます。夕暮れ待って。さてと、俺もどっか出かけるか。フィーデスとカルクラムが。そうよ、祭りに出るってさ。やべえだろ。ロンターノファミリーの跡目候補が揃ったか。ロンターノファミリー？この町を牛耳ってる連中だよ。血生臭いことも平気であるならず者さ。え、それっていわゆるマフィア？
I guess they could give us some information or something. I don't know why we should care about them, but maybe, yeah, they have some information for us. Or maybe we should be afraid of them.
アモルちゃん、元気出して。アキラだっけ？引き止めてほしいって気づけよな。でも、参加するって言い出したのは私だから。
Yeah, why exactly?
アキラだよ。
This feels like a dangerous thing to do while you're on the run, you know?
アキラはひどくないよ。むしろ優しいから止めてくれなかったの。
To go participate in this festival here.
まっすぐなところも大好き。なんとお呼びすれば。お答えする必要性を感じません。でも今後不便ですし、問題ありません。今後私たちが関わり合う確率は限りなくゼロに等しい。ああ、その冷たい態度。こんな気持ち初めて。
I guess you did get an all you can drink and all you can eat here, so maybe it's not that bad. For free? Maybe it's worth it.
俺がマフィアの後継ぎ候補か。関わらないようにしないと。絶対関わらない。星を散りばめた美の逆地。女神フィーデス様はさながら月より咲く。フィーデス様には僕が必要だ。この僕がロンターのファミリーをさ。
Is she gonna fall for our guy? I swear to God, please don't.
チェンジ、パパに言われチェンジ、チェンジ、チェンジ。もう終わり？まともなのがいないじゃない。
どうしてもエルシーしなきゃダメっすかね。エルシーなんてしなくても、俺たちのボスはフィーデス様だけです。
エルシーは私がロンターノの当主になるために必要なの。当主の座まで上り詰めなければ、尽くしてくれるあなたたちにも申し訳が立たないわ。フィーデス様。お眼鏡にかなう相手はいなかった？ボスの座への道のりは険しそうだね。私は理想が高いの。誰かさんと違ってね。打算の間違い。
Oh, siblings.
真実の愛？あなたの目的こそ当主の座だけでしょ。欲しいものは必ず手に入れる。俺のやり方でね。気分が悪いわ。
フィーデス様。
ついてこないで。
Okay. Okay, she's wasted.
アンドロイドのくせに
Yeah.
酔っ払ってるんだ。アキラ！アモル。なんでいるの？やっぱり心配になったんでしょ。いや、心配の意味が違うんだけど。
That could spell trouble. Okay, I was getting worried that the girl, the mafia boss, is gonna, you know, choose a... Oh.
すみません。大変だ。すぐ落とさないと。ティッシュなかったかな。酸素系の漂白剤なんて今の時代にあるのかな。今の時代？フィーデス・ロンターノってマフィアのもう片方？さよなら。あなた、ずいぶん物知りのようね。少しお話ししましょう。
He actually really disliked this main character. I'm gonna be honest, guys.
何者？アキラを離して。アキラは何も悪いことしてない。ただ旧時代の生き残りだから物知りなだけだよ。こら！旧時代。200年以上も前の人間がなぜ生きてるの？
I actually like a lot of the other characters, but I'm not a fan of the main character.
この間の地震で機械が故障して目が覚めて。嘘ではなさそうね。噂は本当だったのね。まあマシな方か。あなた、アキラとか言ったわね。私 私とエルシー
Yeah, I knew it.
はい。
何度も言わせないでエルシーしてあげるって言ってるの。
またプロポーズされてる。この時代の人たちどういうスピード感なんだ。
そんなのダメ。絶対ダメ。これは取引よ。あなたオーウェルに追われる身なんでしょ。エルシーすれば保護してあげるってこと。
You know, I was thinking about this. Maybe she could, or he can. Yeah, he can use her
愛のない。
置かれた環境や責
for a
任
safe travel to Tokyo.
そんなもの何の役にも立てないわ。どんなに愛していたって。
カルクラムだ。おお、ロンダーノの跡取り候補か。やっと本命の LC 相手を見つけたのか。
Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah, I was mentioning that in, I think it was like episode 1 or whatever, when they were talking about Elsie, they never mentioned love of any kind of way. They just said that they form like a connection or whatever, a pairing or something. They never mentioned that it has to be out of love. And here she's like, as well, I never said anything about love or love is not required and stuff like that. So yeah, that's one thing that's pretty cool, right? Elsie is not a one-to-one to marriage, right? It's just a connection with someone who you spend your life with. It doesn't have to be out of love.
何言うの。違うわよ。カルクラムのことなんて愛してるわけないでしょ。
やっぱり。
第一、血族同士でのエルシーは出産が禁止されてる。姉と弟でのエルシーなんてボスが認めない。
弟？ガチの弟なんですか？さすがにそれは。俺とエルシーしてくれないか。マジで。なんでこうなるんだ。
This is becoming like Konosuba at this point. Okay, that's it. So, interesting. I don't know how to feel about that. Okay, so I do think that this episode was a bit all over the place compared to the previous ones. A bit more, a bit less, I guess, structured in a way. The entire escape or prison break felt very easy and brushed over. It just felt like he just somehow teleported in there, somehow broke down the cell, got her out of there, and then somehow managed to make her out. And then there were like 5 guards in the entire prison, and one of those guys, and then Toa just kind of like easily beat their ass, one-shot their ass, and that's it. It was like 3 minutes in and out, and that's it, which kind of felt a bit weird. Also, I'm not a fan of Akira just being this perfect guy who has 0 discernible traits, and then people just fall over head over heels over him, right? I'm not a fan of the main character. He seems like he's early 2000s harem protagonist. But maybe he's gonna get some development. He's gonna actually become an interesting character. So far, he's definitely the least interesting one out of everyone here that we're getting. But I don't mind Yugure and I want to say Aomori, but that's the city. The other girl, right? I don't mind them. I'm not, yeah, as I said, I'm just not a huge fan of how hugely they simp over him. Apart from that, this family here, this Mafia family storyline feels a bit out of nowhere, but I guess they could use them for something good. I don't know why exactly they wanted to even go to this event, considering they're being pursued, but I guess it turned out actually pretty well. I don't think it was intentional, but it turned out pretty well. They can maybe get some kind of backing from this Mafia to get protection from OL and then use that protection to go to Tokyo, which, you know what? Actually, they managed to do that, then respect to them, that would be huge. That would be actually huge. Maybe that could be a good plan. But now the question is, does Akira have the guts to swallow his pride and actually either let Yugure get married or Elsie to this guy for the time being, or let himself get Elsie to the woman for the time being for the perks? Does he have it in him to swallow his pride and actually go through with that plan? Or is he gonna be like, no, I cannot give Yugure or myself to these guys no matter what, I would rather die? I don't know. I have a feeling that he might be one of those characters that would be like, actually, I do not think with my head, I think with my emotions. So I guess we'll see, right? I guess we'll see. I don't know. I hope I hope this was a one-off, because yeah, I will say that this episode definitely was more flawed than the previous one. So I hope it doesn't continue this trend and it picks back up, or it picks up the pieces in the next one, right? So I still have hope. It's an anime original, so anime originals always have the capabilities of just surprising you with every episode. So I'm excited to see what PA Works are gonna cook up with the future ones. But for now, I'm gonna end it here. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.